Hi GBC, it's Pastor Allen. I want to give you just another little update as we are working on getting back to being able to re-enter for in-person worship. Our task force has formed and has met twice already in the last week. We meet again tomorrow night, Sunday night, and I think we are getting much closer to being able to give some recommendations for what's going to happen in the life of our church. Now, by now you are aware of some others in our community and some sister churches elsewhere who are announcing some plans. Let me give you a little bit of context. As I have been talking with our pastors and priests group, I put together a Zoom call for them and had conversation with ministers from several congregations in our community, and it looks like there are generally two groups of churches. There are those who either last Sunday or tomorrow will be opening their doors for in-person worship. And there is another group of people who have said, we're not even talking about this until a deacons meeting in June or an elder board meeting or a presbytery or somebody gives us some more information in June or even in July. That first group, those who have already opened or are about to open, are churches that generally speaking have a rectangular shaped worship space, and they have one main point of entry, a foyer or a vestibule through which everyone comes, a large space that can be zoned off. The second group is people who have other complications to deal with. Now, as is usually the case for GBC, we do not fall neatly into either category. As you think about our worship space, what geometric shape is our worship center? I'm not sure. What do you make of all those different alcoves? What do you do of all the different seating arrangements and so on and so forth? So when we talk about safety being the most important aspect of planning a re-entry to in-person worship, let me provide a little bit more detail about that. Of course, we know those folks who are easy to spot, easy that come to mind as we think about persons who are in an at-risk population. Perhaps those who are a little bit older, or those who it's very visible that they have some sort of pre-existing underlying condition. But think about the person who doesn't seem to present with some clear medical need. Think about the person who may have an underlying condition that you're not aware of. Think about the family member that has a person who is a diabetic. Think about the family who has a person who's a child who has a suppressed or compromised immune system. Think about the person who has children with asthma. You know, these are the people that we're trying to protect too. So we're getting very close. Task force is working diligently on this. We want to get it right, to be meaningful, but also to keep people safe. So in the meantime, we continue to have a wonderful set of options. We have online services that so many of you have expressed have been very meaningful aspects of your life. Thanks to the generosity of our closest ministry partner, Georgetown College, we also now have a radio broadcast, 93.7 WRVG. It's just been brought to my attention this week that there are a couple of our seniors who were not aware of that option. So I would challenge you over the next 12 hours, if you would reach out and make sure that the senior adults in your life, particularly if they do not have internet or if sometimes they have difficulty accessing new technology, make sure they know that if they are in Georgetown, they can listen on 93.7 and hear a live radio broadcast from their church. I will continue to share information with you as it comes available, and I do look forward to a report from our task force of some recommendations for returning to in-person worship, and I look forward to that report coming sometime very soon. Church, I continue to miss you. I love you, and I look forward to worshiping with you soon. God bless you.